Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2021. We are continuing our Journeyman Glory Hunter series with Neftekhimik. Again, probably bad pronunciation, but we'll do the best we can. Team in First Division in Russia, and we got through our first season by the skin of our teeth, as the saying goes. Today we're going to be looking at kind of the end of season wrap up, doing some transfer special type stuff, although we are very limited on slots. We can only have, I think, 25 total slots, but since we don't have that many homegrown at club players, I think we're limited to like 21, 22, something like that, actual slots. So we don't have a lot of slots available. We've already got some guys coming in from the transfer during the winter transfer season that we just kind of pulled in starting at the end of the season itself. So we got a few of those guys coming in. So we got to take a look at our team, see if there are any spots available. And if there are, see if we can get a couple players. If not, then we'll just get prepared for next season. Hopefully, by the end of this episode, we can play maybe the first game of next season. If we have time, we'll find out. So, yeah, real quick, let's take a look at the status of our Glory Hunter. We haven't done anything, so which is expected. You know, we are our first season in as starting off as unemployed. We're not even in the right league yet, so completely expected. But these are our goals. You know, where's my finger? There we go. These are our goals right here to accomplish. So if you wanted to kind of get a refresher of what we're looking for, this is it. We got a long ways to go. Only 1 year in, 24 years to go. Let's see if we can make some good impact this summer to really make a name for ourselves in this league this next season, which is the only way we're going to get out of this league and move on to another one, either through promotion in this league or people recognizing that I have some sort of skill. But yeah, let's jump into the end of season review. Here we are. Here is our end of season review button. We're about to click on that. As you can see, we are still at a half-star minimal coaching. They haven't let us go on a coaching course yet, which is really sad. We really need to see if we can get one of those going as soon as possible. Hopefully, the fact that we survived, again, if you want to remember that, we are, in fact, just barely survived. Oh, it was close, guys. It was real close, but we did it. And I think we can get a mid-table or higher finish this next season. And I think the players do as well. So that is the goal. Let's check out the end of season review. This is new, I think. I think this is new from for FM 2021. So we'll see how this looks compared to what we've seen in the past. New arrivals. So we've got here is the new arrivals that have come in. We've got Machurenkov, who did some outstanding work for us. 8 goals in his short time here. 7.06 rating. Obviously, love to keep him around. He's currently rated only as he's actually rated as a 3-star now, which is awesome. But not necessarily the most amazing striker in the world. He's got some really good natural fitness, but he's done some work for us. He's been done some amazing stuff for us. Signing of the season. Martuzovic, 6.79, not amazing. Masternoy, 6.71. Bartazovic, 6.7. Again, not amazing. Our goalkeeper even just could have been better, but I think still a step up over what we had. Then we have Ivankov that came in or is coming in. Has he already come in? This is our 2-star central defender that could develop into something good. If not, we might sell him on. We'll see. Idrizov and Khalil didn't. Neither one of them really did anything. So we got some players in, and we also got some more coming in soon. Obviously, as you guys remember, we did transfer a bunch of guys out. Davletov was one of our best players that we have transferred out. It was hurt a little bit to transfer him out, but he did open up the door for some of these other guys coming in, and I think it was well worth it. Sitkov. Actually, I don't even remember if we played him. I guess he did play twice with 8 substitute appearances. Not necessarily the most outstanding player. We also pushed off Yushin here. 7 appearances, 6.0 rating. Terrible rating. And then Malashenko as well, apparently, one of our goalkeepers. So, and then we got some loans that we've gone out. You know, not too bad. If these guys can develop into something good that we can keep around or sell on, that would be amazing. Overall, actually, some of these guys are pretty happy. I didn't realize they have the happiness score there. Oh, I want to go back and see that. So you can see some of the boards. B-, that's interesting. C+, B-, F. Okay, fair enough. C+, and C. I mean, he'll turn into a good one if we can develop him a little bit and sell him on, and then they'll be happy. So, all right, season results. Of course, we just checked this. We are currently 16th in the league. Definitely have some work cut out for us. This stretch right here, we were not here for. So if we can flip some of those games to draws or wins, then I think we're definitely a mid-table team. Apparently they are giving us an F overall, though, even though we did survive relegation. I mean, that's what we came into. I mean, it's not like we could have done much to change that. Biggest win was against Ertish Omsk, 3-0. Match to remember, we had a 2-1 win against Velis. And then goal of the season was from Klinken. Can we see this goal? How do we see this? Go here, maybe? That's not what I want. I want to see the goal itself. There we go. I bet this will show it. Let's check out this goal of the season. All right, ball gets pushed out. Kubayev over to Klinken. Klinken's going to kick it from right over here. Yeah, there we go. Pretty strong shot, to be fair. Outstanding work from him. I don't think we're going to be able to keep him around this next season, unfortunately, but, you know, that is what it is. Must remember the finances. I think we did pretty good keeping the finances under control. No broadcast revenue. Merchandise sales. Who had the #1 shirt? Galiulin, of course. Klinken, Petrov, Martuzovic. Oh, wow. Again, coming in late like that. And then Uridia. Not half bad, guys. How you lined up. Oh, yeah, okay. This is our lineup. We did the 4-2-3-1. Felt like a pretty decent one overall. Accolades. Nothing for me. Player awards. Fans player of the season was Galiulin. Makes sense. He's been around for a while. I don't know that we're going to keep him around for much longer. He's very expensive for the club. Yakovlev, young player of the season, as a winger. He actually did really well as well. Signing of the season, Machurenkov. I think I said the wrong name earlier, but Machurenkov was our striker that came in. Absolutely outstanding work from him. And then, of course, goal of the season was from Klinken. Competition awards, nothing there. Best overall. Most goals was Uridia, 10, although Machurenkov was right behind him. Most league goals was Uridia again at 9. Most goals by player in a match was again Uridia at 3. League match 3 was Uridia. Most clean sheets was Isupov. So, you know, we'll see. If this is the guy that we got rid of, right? Yeah. Galiulin had 3 player of the match awards. Agapov had 7 yellow cards, 1 red card. Boy needs to get his self under control. Kodik was our youngest player, 19 years old. Galiulin was our oldest player, as we expected. Highest transfer fee paid was Ivankov, a central defender. Again, that's the one that they are not sure that we made the right choice there. I'm really hoping he can develop into something that we can at least sell on. Highest transfer received was $4.99 million from Davletov. Goal time, 50 seconds from Machurenkov. Youngest goal scorer is Agapov. Oldest goal scorer was Galiulin. I need to get rid of that dude just because I can't see his name. And there we go. So that's our wrap up. Hopefully you guys were as excited about that season as I was. It was really, really good to get us some survival. Had we not survived, we would have been looking for a job right now. Not just because they would have fired me, but because, again, as I've said before, the next league down was not loaded. So it does not exist as far as the game is concerned. Well, let's take a look at real quick at our situation here. So here's the squad. I'm going to go ahead and filter out a few things real quick. Let's filter out future transfers out. Get those. No, sorry, we want those filtered out. Yeah. We want to not hide transfers in. We want to see those. I'm going to temporarily hide expiring contracts, and I'm only going to put it at 3-star and higher. We're going to check this out. So real quick, before I look at this setup, let's check this one real quick to see if there's any reason why we would change. I don't think so. I mean, technically, I could see we could put an argument for pulling these guys back and doing maybe a more flat midfield, but I kind of like the more attacking one. Again, another argument could be made that we just don't do the attacking midfielder. We just put maybe 3 guys back here, do a defensive midfielder. We actually have quite a few guys who can do that. So that's an argument I could see being made. But let's just assume we're going to keep the same formation. Excuse me. Although without Klinken, who again he doesn't want to come back. We are going to be relying on Petrov here in the middle, which does shorten up our midfielder, or Gorbanov, one way or the other. Now, let's see here. I am doing 3 stars or higher. I just want to see if there's any just super glaring holes. Goalkeeper, a bit of a glaring hole. We got to check that out. Make sure that we are keeping whoever, either a loaning guy there, getting a new guy in, whatever we got to do. But we do have 2 guys as strikers. Looking pretty good. Uridia and Petrov. Although Petrov would not be there as a striker. He would be here as an attacking midfielder. Petrov, again, would have to be our attacking midfielder. Gorbanov, probably needs to fill in a spot in the midfield itself, so we're going to pull him off of there. Gorbanov, again, could not be on the left. Gorbanov's not going to be on the right. I mean, yeah, he could play there. I'm just trying to see our depth. That's really what I'm getting at. Get rid of you there. Zinga, apparently, we brought him in as a striker. He could actually play attacking midfielder or winger roles pretty well. If we were to say he was going to be on the right-hand side, we drop him off there. Uridia, again, can't play both, so we'll do that. So there we go. There's our potential starters. Petrov's not going to be here or here. Martuzovic and Gorbanov would have to be there. Kubayev looks good. And Kubishkin. Yeah, I mean, that looks okay. We'll leave that out like that is. And then left defenders, Gorbanov. Gorbanov is this guy, so he would not be able to play here if we're going to play him up there. Bartezovic could not play on the right if he was going to play there. And then that leaves these. Okay, so I think we're good. So this is kind of our depth. This is what we're looking at with just 3-star higher players. Now let's filter this back down to 2-star. Let's include some of these 2-stars because some of these 2-stars actually played really well. In fact, let me double check to make sure I am using the right coach here because I want to make sure that's the coach that has coaching team the best judging ability, and that would be either Popkov or Domenko. We'll use Popkov because he can also judge potential. So Popkov, which is our system manager, which I actually think who was who I was using. Yes. Okay, so we're good there. So if we now if we filter this back down to 2-star and higher, now we've got Zinga coming in as a striker, but he's going to probably be our starting winger on the right hand side. So we're going to drop him off of there. Artemchuk and Machurenkov. Machurenkov does such good work, and I think he's a better than a 2.5-star player. At least that's how he's performing. So we're going to leave him in there. Pervushin plays a little bit better as attacking midfielder on the left. So we're going to drop him off of there. Artemchuk probably needs to stay as a striker. He plays a little bit better up there. Again, I'm just trying to see. I'm going to drop Pervushin off of on this side. Faizulin could play either side. Let me come back to you. This Leluakayev, if he plays as a defender on the right, we don't want him there. Artemchuk, again, we don't want him there. Kubayev. Kubayev plays better in the midfield. We're going to drop him off there for now. Not that he couldn't play there as an attacking midfielder. Master Noi doesn't really matter. He can play midfield. We do have a lot of midfielders. I think I could drop him off there and keep him as a defender. So let's assume that since he is our 5th midfielder, let's drop him off one of those and play him in one of these spots. Pervushin is not going to be a defender because he is going to be a better at attacking midfielder. Do I have? What am I looking for? Kind of curious if there's anybody at 21 that would fit. I think that had one guy, Kodak here. Anybody under 18? That would be insane. So we got to figure out which side Mr. Noise is going to be playing off. As far as our defenders, Kirilov, Patapov, Akipov, Kubishkin. Plays better as a midfielder, so we're going to drop him off of the defenders. Ivankov. Do I have him anywhere? Don't think so. This is our new guy. This is a guy that we spent a lot of money on. So if we can start getting some game time and develop him, that would be great. Let's go ahead and move you off there because you're going to be our left defender. All right, so there's our defenders. A little bit of depth. Not anything amazing, but a little bit of depth. There's our attack midfielders. I think those are all. I don't know if there's any overlaps here. Oh, Faizulin. We got to figure out which side he would be playing on. Well, it doesn't matter. He can play on either side, and we need to get somebody to fill in the other side. Fair enough. We need another attacking midfielder in the center, I think. And then, again, Master Noise, kind of same thing as Faizulin. He can play either side, and we need to get somebody for the other side. Now, again, I feel like this is not showing our new players. Let me see something real quick. Transfers, joins. Let's see, like, Kutergin. He wasn't on there, right? No. So why is it not showing future transfers in? I was confused. All right, well, let's go ahead and add back in expiring contracts and see if that changes anything here. Like, is there anybody here that we really just need to go like, you know what? We need this guy. Let's bring him back. Again, Klinken won't talk to us. Yep, so he won't talk to us at all. That's just fine. It is what it is. Yulin, actually, I don't think will talk to us, will he? And I don't think I want to. Anyway. Yeah, he won't talk to us, which is, again, okay. Yakovlev, we could renew. Actually, Yakovlev could play on this right side, and he actually did some really good stuff for us. So if we could, although I thought we were bringing him in. Now, we obviously have more people joining than we can truly support. So I could have sworn we got Yakovlev coming back in. Well, if not, let's go ahead and see if we can renew this. Oh, only a short time left on his contract. Oh. I really liked his output. Is there anybody on the team that we just do not want? Let's go look at selection info. Yes. Overall average rating. Like, who just played terribly? Shuryev did not play very well at all. Yusupov also did not play very well. He's our goalkeeper. Kanayev. Shuryev and Kanayev. Are any of these guys' contracts about to come up? Yeah, a bunch of these guys are going to be expiring soon. Maybe we just need to advance a little bit further and just kind of see some of this stuff and figure out if what we have left after we get the new transfers in and out. I just wanted to kind of get an idea of what we might want to start targeting. But I think we need to get some of these transfers kind of processed and figure out where we're at from there. Okay. Well, we'll be back. I'll get some stuff rolling. Anything? When's the transfer window officially open? Bunch of people on international duty. We're obviously all on holiday. Transfer window opens on... what is this? Is this June? Right? This is June, right? This is May. This should be June. I wish... Why am I not saying? Let's go to the actual calendar. I don't know why I couldn't see... next month. There we go. June 11th. So, and then the new guys join on... Is this when they join? I thought it would tell us here that when they join, but I'm not seeing that. Hopefully it comes up soon. We'll figure it out. We'll get everything figured out, but we probably won't see any action from me until around the June 11th time when the actual transfer window opens up. So we'll be back here momentarily. Well, we were able to keep Klinken. We actually went back to him again for probably the third or fourth time, and he did finally say yes. Contract worth 2-year contract worth 40 million rubles, and but I think he comes in. He's only going to be making 340K per week, which once we get rid of Yulin, who did actually make Team of the Year for the first division. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Which is, you know, he was a great player. Don't get me wrong. He was a great player. He just cost so much money. He was like over 550K, I think he's running there per week. So bringing somebody in, if our best player is 340, you know, it's a little bit better for us. Then it gives us more room to spread out to some of the other players. So I think bringing him in as our star player, keeping him around 30 years old. He's still got a couple years to go probably, for sure. I think he's probably in his prime right now, actually, or at least at maybe at the later stages of his prime, but still good for at least another year or two for us. I think he's going to play very well for us. I think this is worth it. I think this is well worth it. Keeping him around, having that attacking midfielder role just locked down. If we go back, look at our team report now. Now Klinken comes in there because we're filtering out. If we filter out expiring contracts, he's still right there. That also means we could play Petrov further back, which we may do because obviously we don't. I mean, he could play a backup role, but if we got Klinken as a starting player, or we could play Klinken back here. We'll have to look around and see what we want to do. with that. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that move. I think that's going to help us out quite a bit. And we still haven't got our other players in yet. We still got a couple more weeks until we get some of them in. But we'll probably be back again here in just a minute once the transfer window opens up again and we get some of those players in. Well, I guess we did good enough that we are being offered a new contract. And I just realized my light has not been turned on. Let me turn that on real quick. So you guys can see me better. Turn it off when I'm doing the in-betweeny bits because, well, it's bright. But yeah, here we go. New contract. So let's go to start negotiations. Let's check this out. What is our current contract? Just because I'm curious. We're currently sitting at 95K. So I want to go back to the contract, please. It's being delayed. There we go. Current offer. Can I push this up at all? Do I dare push my luck? A little bit more money. Oh, I did. I'm making 5,000 more rubles per week. That's awesome. Cool. All right, so we got that. I didn't want to see the club vision. I don't think the club vision had changed. I thought somebody would show me a little more of that there. And I think we'll get another poke at the club vision here in a little bit. But there we go. New contract. You know, let's go ahead and fast forward to see if this pop up. There we are. Official. We are officially around for at least another year. Although I suppose if we don't do very well, then they will probably find a way to remove that contract again. I don't know if I pointed out, but I did also get them to finally agree to let me do a coaching course. So I am on my first coaching course of the series, and hopefully we get some more after that. So yeah, we're only a few days away from June 11th, which is the day a bunch of guys are going to start coming in. So we will see that back. We'll see you back shortly if something else pops up. So we'll be right back. All right, so it's a couple days past June 11th, so we've gotten a few of our players. I think 2 of our players came in on June 11th. The rest should come in on July 1st, I believe, such as Zinga here. He won't join to July 1st, stuff like that. But at least he's showing up in this list. And so here's our squad as it stands right now. If I filter it by 2 stars or higher, leave future transfers in coming on. I'm filtering out transfers outs, although I don't think we have any of those left. I'm filtering out expiring contracts, which are people like Galiulin and Yakovlev, although actually Yakovlev should be renewing with us, I believe. We're actually going to bring him on full-time, I think. Is it going to happen? I will go ahead and turn on under 21 squads because we actually have Faizul in here, which I think I'm going to go ahead and move him up to the senior squad. I think at a 2.5 star player as a backup for, you know, left or right, I think he's going to be worth that spot. I think he's the only one that I cared about moving up. Let me move down here to the defenders. Yeah, he's the only one that's popping up. Okay, so we at least got him in here. I think I'm happy with that. We do have, you know, a few more players than we need in a few spots. For example, defender, central defender. I think with 2 backups, I think we'll be okay. A couple of these guys can also technically play in the middle as well. So I think we're going to take somebody like Ivankov here and see if we can, because he's, how old is he? Yeah, he's 19 years old. So we can definitely either move him to the under 21 squad, or get him on a, we might even do both ultimately, get him on a development list. See if we can get him out for a loan. So we'll see if we get him out for a loan, hopefully. Also, probably Martuzovic here. Oh, he's 26. Kabushkin, 25. Kubayev. We may just have to deal with an extra central defender, which is not the end of the world. As far as strikers, though, someone like Artemchuk here, 21 years old. I mean, we've got Machurenkov, we got Uridia, we got Klinkin, Zinga. Well, Klinkin won't play there, but between Uridia and Machurenkov and Zinga being able to play up there as well, I think we're going to be okay. So I might send Artemchuk out on a loan as well. Or at least just add him to the development list. If somebody shows up for him, cool. If not, I'm not too worried about it right this second. But we can't register everybody. People like Kaikov and Lelyukev, I can't say your name, buddy. We might want to keep around because they might be able to fill in some of those backup spots a little bit better than some of the other guys. So we'll play it by ear with those guys. I did renew the loan for Suziev. We probably need to get us another backup goalkeeper, though, at some point. So that's kind of what we're looking for. Maybe a backup goalkeeper, possibly a backup central midfielder here. But several of these guys can play that role. I just got to toggle off right now because they might not play there all the time. Technically, though, we have a couple players that can play there. I'm okay on the right, I think, especially if we get this guy back. I'm okay on the left. It's not amazing, but I'm okay on the left. Central defender, I think it's going to be okay. Midfielder, I think it's going to be okay. Faizulian obviously can't play both at the same time, so picking up either a left or a right. Oh, that's right. That's where Yakovlev comes in. So we'll probably put Faizulian on the left. Know that Yakovlev is going to be on the right over here. And that at least gives us two there. Really, it's just the attacking midfielder in the center role here that we are probably struggling with the most. If we go back over here, though, and look at all positions, we do have a few guys that can play defensive midfielder, including Klinken. That if we decide maybe to pull that role back there instead and play that kind of setup, we might look into that. Maybe something that's a little more defensive-minded for some of our more kind of defensive-minded type of games. So that could also be an option for us as well. But yeah, honestly, picking up an attacking midfielder, central attacking midfielder, would not be the worst idea. Do we have anybody coming in that just for some reason he's not showing up, or maybe they're going to go down to the under 21 squad? Like this Gorbanov guy, was he on the list? I actually didn't see him. No, he shouldn't have been under 21 because he's 26. Was he there? No, he's right there. Okay. I don't think we have anybody else that's really coming in that could really just fill in that role quite well. I mean, we could start retraining someone like Artemchuk to play as an attacking midfielder in the center. I mean, he's 21 years old. He's got some space ahead of him for development, I hope, or I believe. So that's definitely an option. Could also possibly do someone like one of these guys down here. He's 25. I think all these guys were... Not that we could retrace somebody who's 25 or older, but I feel like, you know, the younger you start them, the better. That makes sense to me, at least. If we come down to the under 21s and under 18s, do we have anybody that's even 1 star or better? Like, what's this guy's potential? Is he going to develop into something? I mean, he could, but at best, possibly 2.5 stars, so not really amazing. Kodak here could also potentially develop into something pretty good. Actually, Khalil and Kodak, both 19, 20 years old, stuff like that, might have some options there. We'll start retraining you as an attacking midfielder in the center, just to give us a little bit more flexibility there. Might not be a bad idea. We actually have an affiliate. I didn't realize we had an affiliate. I don't know if I really want to mess with that right this second. Do we actually have an affiliate? We really do, obviously. Affiliated clubs. Well, hello there. Players may move freely between the two clubs. We'll be able to send players on loan to them, have no obligation to play the player, and it may be recalled when possible. Partnerships between the clubs is a long-term deal. The clubs are shared the same board. Neftekhimik 2 has access to all of our training facilities, etc., etc. What is their... I mean, I don't think they have any actual players because it's in a league that we don't actually see. But we could send people on loan to them, which is interesting. That's an option. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna think about this one, whether I want to pursue an attacking midfielder in the center. I mean, is there anybody we've even seen? Scouting some of these guys for now. Not the most amazing player. We'll keep scouting for now, though. Another winger. If we go look at players scouted, and we just want specifically someone who is in that role. Don't care about loan status, don't care about transfer status. Really just trying to find a good backup. I mean, this guy could be a decent backup, 21 years old. Really expensive, though. Someone like this guy might be a little bit better. Although we want under 21-year-olds. Because I'm trying, or under 23. I would like to try and make my board a little happier. This guy might not be bad. I mean, he could have a lot of development ahead of time. 21 years old. He's in Latvia. Someone like this. Oh, he's 27. 19-year-old down here. Also has a lot of potential. I wouldn't mind, like I said, getting someone who's young, who could potentially develop that, you know, get that potential going. 19 years old is fairly appealing to me. Send him out on loan, stuff like that. 22 years old, it's not bad. Although he probably would expect to play right now. I don't know, let's go for this 19-year-old. Let's see what we can do here. I don't want to sell him, okay. Anybody else that we could potentially look at, like this 21-year-old could also develop into something good. It's doubtful. I mean, he wouldn't be cheap, but could give us more flexibility. Huh, 21 million. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to pay that much for him. I mean, he could be so good, though. I mean, we're not going to be able to keep what's his name forever. Clinking forever. Bring in somebody like this. We are scouting him right now. We may hold off a little bit. We'll see if we can... We'll keep our eyes out for attacking midfielder roles and the scouting report starting to come through. And we'll come back to that. All right, well, we'll be back once something else comes up. We got a friendly coming up here in 6 days. I guess that's technically the last friendly of this season, weirdly, because all the other friendlies start off on, says they're counting over on the next season. So we have another one, like I said, in 6 days. So we'll be back if any news pops up. But for now, I think the only role that we're really looking for is that attack midfielder, getting a backup there for Klinken. I mean, that would be, I think, ideal. So I'll let you guys know. All right, we are back. We have 1 week until our first match of the regular season. It is going to be against, where is it at? Here we go. Textilshik Ivanova. I don't remember that team from last season. Did they just get promoted or something? No, I guess they were here last season. I just don't remember them. Weird. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, we have them away game against them coming up here in about a week. We did pretty good through the preseason. I mean, it's just preseason, to be fair. But, you know, some decent people showing up, scoring, some of the new guys scoring, things like that. I mean, even just this team right here, this one right here. We had Faizulin, who just got in, got 2 goals. We had Gorbanov, who just came in, got a goal. Zinga, who just came in, got a goal. So, I mean, it's good to see some of these guys scoring, even if it was against a team that we should be beating anyway. Good to see these guys stepping up and doing what they need to do. We do have that must respond here because we have to register our squad. So we're going to take a look at where the squad's at, what we've done. We did bring in 2 more players, spent a little bit of money on them. And so, yeah, we'll look at them and see what happens. We also have this guy, this little 17-year-old coming out as a loan. Oh, before I jump into that, I should also point out, I know we looked at earlier affiliates, and we had the this one, the -2, right? They were our affiliate that was already there from the beginning of the game. Well, they asked us if we wanted another affiliate, and I got a little confused. I didn't know what it meant. So we technically have 2 affiliates, kind of sort of with the same name. This one's actually in the 2nd division, which is weird. But actually, I could have managed this team apparently if I wanted to, but I don't know how that would have worked in a league that we don't control. But what it does mean is that we can see their squad. We can move players back and forth between the squad. We've even moved a couple of our under-21s to the squad. We've moved a couple of players that we had that were surplus in our senior squad down to the squad. So it gives us a little bit more flexibility of having some more squad members that we can choose from and move back and forth freely as we desire. So if we get, an injury or want someone to get developed, that we can't get out on loan, we can just send them to this squad and they can get some play time. So that's kind of the good thing about having that available to us. So that does give us 3 squads at the moment. A couple of players that are promising. Actually, this guy Ivankov. Oh yeah, we did bring Ivankov in. I'm surprised he's actually on this development center one. But we brought him in. He is we were able to get him in on a free transfer, which is awesome. So let's go look at our squad. We'll actually go look at the squad depth. So here we are, squad depth. I'm going to go ahead and hide the we'll go ahead and just do 2 stars and higher. We'll leave the 2nd team on here. It actually has a couple players that are on the 2nd team. No, I'll take them off for now. Because if we see a hole in a spot, we'll look at that. I'm hiding future transfers out. I'm hiding expiring contracts. Oh, that's up because they're expiring in 1 year, so ignore that one. But future transfers out we'll hide, and I think we'll leave the rest for now. All right, so here we are. We do have. Oh, I was going to show you. I went to the transfer thing. I was going to show you the transfers I brought in before I went back to the other screen. I did spend a little bit of money. Well, first off, I spent this money. I guess it counted as last season's transfer. So I will look at him real quick. We spent some money on Kashanenko. 6.4 million is a lot of money to spend on a player, but if we go look at him, he's a 19-year-old goalkeeper. Not a lot of ability right this second, but I'm really hoping that he has a lot of potential to come up. I'm not sure why it's not showing his potential here. We actually had him at like almost 5-star potential, I believe. Excuse me for the odds. He's balanced personality, not going to be, he's just a development player. Valued at 3.3 million. We spent a little bit more on him than we probably should have, but he comes in. He's going to be able to. He's actually currently on. I guess he is on our team. Is he playing? I don't remember which. We'll have to check to see where he's actually situated at the moment. It's probably because he was 2 stars, under 2 stars. But we needed a backup goalkeeper, and I wanted someone we could develop, potentially sell him for a profit, or develop into a better role, and that's where he fits in. We then also, if we go to the new season, looks like we sold this Alec Perov. I actually don't remember selling him, but I think we had agreed to that earlier. We brought in this guy, 22.5 million. This is going to become our biggest buy, right? Yeah, by far our biggest buy. A bit of a risk, but also could be a really good player. Current 2.5 star, nothing great. 22 years old, could be as good as a 4.5 star. Could be better than Klinken. He does fill in that backup role for the attacking midfielder that we were looking for. Maybe I overspent on him. I did spend almost double of his current value, but I'm really hoping that we can develop him in, get him to play that backup role, fill him in some games, and really see him start to develop and become something amazing. So we'll find out if I overspent or not. But yeah, so now if we go back over here to squad depth, we can see that's where he sits here right there. Excuse me for the yawns. It is Football Manager. Yawn again. It's probably because of the lights, but who knows? I think I heard that rumor somewhere that lights can do that. We're going to go ahead and hide you from there. Yakov Liv is going to be on our right-hand side. Currently going to be playing behind Zinga, but we obviously know that he can play that very, very well. We got Faizulin on the left-hand side. He's looking like he can play very well as well. We actually want to go to our just regular positive mentality here. Anybody here that we wanted to kind of swap around? Shuryev. So we do have 3 on the right, 2 on the left. So we might need to move one of these guys to either the lower team for now or something like that because we can't register everybody. I'm good with the central defenders. Kaikov, not the greatest backup, but it is what it is. Do we have anybody in the second team that's better? Not really. Under 21s? Nope. Under 18s? No. Okay. If we go down to 1 stars. Okay, there's my goalkeeper right there. Right? Yeah, there's the guy right there. What's he currently playing on? He must be playing on the second team at the moment. Which I guess is okay. Well, no, we really need to bring him up, don't we? I mean, I could bring him in if we injure, but we need somebody on the bench, right? So, how are you on the under 18s and under 21s? Weird. I feel like I need to bring him up to the main team. Why is it not? Let me click on you. Okay, there we go. Squad. Okay, he's available to us. So if we were to go look at tactics, is he just there? No. Says he's available to us, but I'm not seeing him at the moment. Looks like everybody's still oh, it's because we're unregistered at the moment. I do think I need to bring him up because he is going to be our backup. But I also might loan him out or let him spend, well, not loan him out, but let him spend some time on the other team. We're going to move him to our squad. All right, so there we go. That takes care of that. So we'll move off the second team again. So now we've got, why is he still not showing up? What am I doing wrong here? Okay, I think he is here, but for some reason it's not showing. Okay, we're going to assume he's there. Whatever. I'll move off the second team again. So that leaves, I mean, if we register the number of players we have right now, we're going to have too many players, right? This is more players than we can register. Klinken can drop off of here. We don't need to do there. And we definitely don't need this many strikers, although I would like to have an extra striker. But somebody like Artem Shunk here probably needs to go down to the second squad for now. Leave Klinken, Uridia, and Machurenkov, because we know Machurenkov can play. We've seen him do some... Oh, no, we don't need Klinken up here anyway. Actually, 3 strikers might be all right. Sometimes strikers get injured a lot. If we can register all 3 of them, I think that we're going to go ahead and stick with that. Anybody here, because this is obviously very overloaded at the moment. We got Petrov, Gorbanov, Kubayev, yeah, I think that's the only spot he's at. Kubishkin. I thought I saw him somewhere else, but I don't see him at the moment, so I must have been thinking of something else. Martuzovic. I mean, I wouldn't mind having 5 midfielders. So who's our 6 at the moment? Oh, it's the new attacking midfielder, right? Which he's already there, so that's fine. We can drop you off of this list. That gives us 5. So how many players does this give us? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 25. It might be too many players. We might not be able to register all these guys. Wow. I mean, if a couple of these were homegrown players, we'd be fine, but I don't think they are. So probably somebody like Shuryev over here needs to go to the other team. So let's go look at our registration and figure out where we're at. First, we'll do an auto select. And who does that leave out? This leaves out Kazjaneko. And we are full. Everybody is completely full. We've got everybody in here. Why does Kazjaneko not getting registered? I'm assuming we can't register you because we got too many people. So, I mean, do we need him? We need somebody, right? We need somebody on the bench. Oh no, Vasiljev is getting registered. Oh, he's 16. Why aren't we registering him? Oh, because he's a homegrown. Oh, so we do have a homegrown player at goalkeeper, which is helping us get something here. Well, in that case, maybe Kazhenko does go down to the other team for now. Hopefully get some development. We need more homegrown players. This is sad. Okay, well, we'll go with this. Oh, we need at least 4 players. Do we really? I thought you didn't need 4 players if you like you would have to like dock some of these other ones. Okay. Like I thought if you didn't have those, you would just unregister other players. Like for example, if we underregister, let's go look by position real quick. Who was our spare right defender, Shuryev? If we unregister you. Okay, so now we're starting to get a little bit more. Okay, that makes sense. That's what I was kind of expecting. You're going to be out, unfortunately. Doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, this is already. I thought it was going to say out. Probably somebody like Martuzovic. Man. One of the strikers. Artemchuk. We were talking about Artemchuk, right? Yeah, I think we have to drop Artemchuk. Does that get us closer? Okay, just as an experiment, I'm not going to leave it this. Okay, so that would actually hit us. So we do need to move 1 more person out to hit this. Probably one of our midfielders, right? Let's go look at just midfielders. Current ability. Provution? No. We need him. Yakovlev? No, we need him. New guy, we need him. Azulin, we need him. Kubayev. It's got to be Kubayev, right? It's got to be Kubayev. He's a French player, but I mean, what else can we do? We have to do this. That sets our that meets our requirements. So now if we go to team report, squad depth. Kubayev. So a couple of these guys. You need to move to the second squad. Someone like Kubayev. First, I'm going to transfer list him. And then I'm going to offer clubs. And we're going to say, let's say 6 mil. I mean, it's round about what he would be at. If we get a little bit of money for him, that's fine. Otherwise, we will be moving him to the... Can't move him to the other squad? Huh. Okay, whatever. We'll figure that out. An Artem chunk. What's Artem chunk's value? 2.1. It's not a lot. I think I'm just going to move him to the other squad as well. Okay, so now we got a couple guys on the second squad. Hopefully they get a little bit of development. If they start developing to some good players, we'll bring them back in. But we'll go with this for now. And yeah. All right, well, I think this video's gone on pretty long. I mean, it's a transfer video, so it's kind of normal. We're going to go ahead and leave it at that. I think I'm going to play the next 2 games, the first 2 games of the season, in the next episode. So we'll have the game against Neftekhimik, Ivanovo, and Tumen. So we'll play against both 2 teams, an away game and a home game. Next episode, we'll see how these new players play out. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.